free from suffering and its cause. May all sentient beings departed from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, from bias, attachment, and hate. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the full destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, in knowledge and in good conduct, who doth know of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the chakra clan.
I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge.
To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the full destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, who got to know of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the chakra clan. I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond,
the full destroyer, the
completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, who got to know of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the subduer of the chakra clan. I prostrate, make offerings. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides and said, I am supreme in this world. To you who are wise, then I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain. In the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not. Incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you the one gone to us is the purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realm, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies those who are liberated, the social path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts,
to you the sublime community,
intending virtue.
I prostrate.
Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, in all aspects. Supreme faith, I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtues. Unite thoroughly, this is the teaching of the Buddha. A mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the flow of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean,
perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
From Tushita's hundreds of gods, protectors are, to tip of this fresh, pure, white, heaped curd like cloud, Olo Sandra, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead, on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine, as supreme merit feel for my mind of faith. Your wisdom minds ease full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, famed glory outstanding. Homage shall you, while to think of, hear, and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. visions of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned mundane concerns, made life essence full. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great peace. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds densely massed in your dharma kaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I here gather bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable Samdrapas essential teachings specially shine forever. Mig me se we te chen chen raising, tree me kempe wampo jan pelyam, Jukumalu jok se sangwe, Gam chen ke sugen song kapa, lo sandrapa shabma so wade. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remains steadfast. Homage to the exalted three souls. Thus have I heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in rgyan together with a great assembly of monks at a great assembly. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomenon called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Akashara, the Bodhisattva, the great being,
was looking perfectly at
the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 aggregates.
also.
Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Akashara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child, the lineage trained who wishes to engage in the practice of profound
Perfection of wisdom.
Thus he spoke, and the superior Akashara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra, Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of their lineage wishes to engage in the practice of profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this. Subsequently, looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 areas. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form.
Form is not other than emptiness.
In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Sharaputra, like this, all phenomena are empty without characteristics, as they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Sharaputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composition, no factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomena. There is no I element, and so forth up to no mind,
Up to no mind,
mental cut. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no
attainment, and also no non-attainment.
Therefore, Sharaputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide their perfection and wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final stage beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifested complete Buddhas in this state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great
knowledge,
yes, mantra, the equal to the unequal mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth.
the mantra of
Perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate para gate para some gate bodhi so. Sharaputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Akashara, the bodhisattva, the great being. Well said, O child, the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and as God is willing. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Sharaputra, the superior Akashara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode, the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places, Dakinis. Tayata Om Gate Para Some Gate Bodhi Slow. Through the power of truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, beauty such as the four Mars be stopped, may they become non-resistant, may they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shanti, Kuriye, Soha. 1,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse harmful conditions, may all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being. Sashi Pukhi Yukshing Meto Tramri Rabling Ji Nide Yempadi Sangye Jingdu Shonala Jamchu Padu Yake Yapsu Jaki Chunin Kepe Sonan Jola Pension Sangye Drupa Shon Jola Soki Shonala Jamchu Padu Yake Yapsu Jaki Chunin Kepe Sonan Jola Pension Sangye Drupa Shon Shodak Soki Shonala Jamshu Padu Yake Yapsu Jaki Chunin Kepe Sonan Jola Pension Sangye Drupa Shon
Maybe you can put this here. Tamsh is not coming.
He's not coming.
No. You can put this here because he has some problem. Okay. Put here. Yeah. That's good. Okay. Good evening. How's the weather outside? It's good. Is it raining? It's not bad. That's good. Anyway, wonderful. Maybe also see some new people. It's good. Good to see you. Yeah. Anyway, it's wonderful to be able to come together to a little bit influence for our mind to Buddha's teachings. First we set up everyone think about for benefit of all Mother Samjimpis. I'm going to study much that I can. Then we're going to do a little bit meditation to visualization from you or the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. Especially you can visualization Lama Tsongkhapa or Buddha Shakyamuni, which is more familiar with you, more comfortable, or because when you meditation like Buddha's image every day or Lama Tsongkhapa's image every day, it's like take picture in your mind. Then anytime, anywhere, one day maybe you are not able to stand up, you're not able to chanting, but you can visualization Buddha's image easily. In order to that, we need to more familiarize the image. Therefore, visualization Buddha or Lama Tsongkhapas in front of you is not just like statue, like a real, the living Buddha. From you. Then think about to blessing your mind to keep your mind positive. Always say, please blessing me to my mind keeps positive. No, change the object of the visualization. We meditation a little bit emptiness. Think about whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you feel, any kind, anything is not exist as appearance you. Yes, it is exist, but it's not exist as appearance you. Keep thinking this moment, couple minutes. Even the Buddha's image is not exist, appears you like that. The moment, think about your feeling. What kind of feeling you have? How it appears you? How identify your feeling? Good feeling, bad feeling, or neutral feeling? How they exist. When your feeling is not exist, how appears you, how you feeling? Try to your feeling. Or try to feel something. Then check how you feeling that. Now check your ears. Any sounds do you hear? How it appears you? exist as appears you. Okay. That's good. Now you can come up. It's too long? Too short? Anyway, you can meditation, like one by one. You're feeling, you hear, you see, smell, taste, one by one, how it appears to me. How do you feel? How can I identify? And how they exist like that? One by one. It's all, depends for each other. Therefore, when we have some some kind, understand basic emptiness is blocks for our large sufferings. Even if we are a little bit doubt about emptiness, it's create the humongous merit. Also, sometimes there's a little bit dangerous. If you're not ready, your mind, then we explain for the bodhicitta and emptiness, it's a little dangerous for those kind. Because you cannot accept, or you cannot, like you become like, boom. You can say, why is there nothing? Because when we say everything is emptiness, means sometimes people have very different understand. If everything is empty, then finally nothing, then what purpose we have to do everything? Study, practice, meditation. Then finally there's nothing. We don't say like that. Right? If we work very hard, then nothing, then finally we don't get anything, then nothing exists, then just waste time. Right? Therefore, this is a little bit easy to misunderstand. And we don't say that nothing exists. Yes, it is exist. Happy, sad, positive result, negative result, positive action, negative actions. It is exist everything. But it does not exist how it appears for us. Right? Therefore, we think about a little bit, that is very good for every day. Then, we're going to the complicated text. It's pretty, difficult text. But we can try much as we can. Okay? 인다. Yeah. Okay? This text is not easy text. It's very complicated, very confused. But it makes for us a little bit influence our mind. Therefore, we never ever give up. Remember where we stop? We finish first, how many? 6, huh? 22, right? Then we finish how many? 6, right? Can you guys read together the 7 until finish? They're not.
7.
Yeah, from start 7 to until finish.
Application of a knower basis. With regard to
Hello,
application,
고대.
the definition of the knower sounds as application
숙제문다 그래.
indicated in the context of a knower basis is
다 고대.
a bodhisattva's yoga that cultivates
고대.
those who utter wrongly adhering to the entity and natural
그래.
use of the mode of subsistence
다 고대.
conventional basis.
다 고대. 결 고대.
다 고대, 다 고대.
다 고대.
야, 내 컨트롤 록 주셔요.
아래
자동발 록 줘야 된다. 좋아지대.
조시디.
아, 좋아로다. 조당 집에 가서. 가서 님보시 시시해 봐.
아래 아래. 눈빠들아.
아, 다 두바, 다 돈바 되네.
네. 다 눈빠 자동으로 잘 못해.
돈바 제와 고바 차단 록 줘야 돼.
아래 야야. 이게 뭐 어레시.
조당 집에
고바들아.
가야 돼.
주다 주주 그 주직스라. 고바들아.
The application of self-adherence to the 3 difficult to attend, application difficult to take, and action difficult to resist. The application of self-adhering to the existence of attained results, which are results according to one's fortune to existence. The application of self-adhering to not relying upon others to truly existence.
주당
And
주주.
the application of self-adherence to self-adherence by way of understanding of truly existence. It is said, forth and so forth, impermanence and so forth, the incomplete and the thoroughly complete, the application of self, the action with respect to non-attaching itself to that, not changing, the very non-existence of agents, the applications of 3 types of difficult actions, because of obtaining results or according to fortune, it is asserted that there is a result, not relying upon
Equality of application which does not misconceive the definitions and definitive of those who truly existent. The quality of application which does not misconceive their divisions to be truly existent. And equality of applications which does not misconceive their objects and object possessors to be truly existent. It is said now, conceiving forms and so forth, the equality of those is four types. Its boundaries are that it exists from the Mahayana path of accumulation to the end of the continuum of the sentient being. Mahayana path of seeing. With regard to the path of seeing, appearance and so forth, such as are asserted to be that there are no or all. The definition of Mahayana path of seeing, explicitly indicated in this context, is a Mahayana clear realizer of the truth that everything realizes the freedom from elaboration that is explicitly indicated in this context. There are 16 modes of knowledge and forbearance of the Mahayana path of seeing, explicitly indicated in this context. With respect to each of the virtues, there are four. Forbearance of Dharma knowledge, forbearance of subsequent knowledge, and subsequent knowledge. It is said with respect to the truth, suffering, and so forth, the entities of the moments, Dharma knowledge, subsequent knowledge, forbearances, and knowledges, is the path of seeing in the fashion of knower all. Its boundaries are that it exists only on the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay, how's it? Understand? Huh? It's easy? Good. Good. You got it? No idea? Yeah, Tande Kato Ani Tanazo Nazokaro Jijan Tuchi Chugadishak was.
No,
Ani Tak Kazan Dingela Shetabakata Namja Chanja Shetabares. Tatiri Jova said that Tatini Namja she the Tobala and the Takariam Legana and the Tajovan than the Yamichagure, said Yungures Tenaro.
So last time we were talking about all the meditative equipoise, right? So in order to get into that meditative equipoise, you have to apply these preparations or applications.
Ani Tande could think Ranji in a resident to the Tanga to Kosamani, Chanson de Tenara de Padodo, Chineva, showing that the Jovatella, Ani Ta Mandava Chuyo, Esla was.
So in order to go word by word, it will be too much confusing. So I will just give you a gist meaning, of this. And so this application of the Noah basis has 10 different kinds.
Okay, and the Tande Canada was my Yagar Sanabena, and a Moog Yirgoni Shishagares, Yelgoni Shi.
So how this is divided, is in terms of the object, there are 4.
And then Moog some Shagares.
In terms of the nature or entity, there are 3.
And then Shebegoni Shagares.
In terms of the action, there are 2.
And then Shibegoni, any Chishagares.
In terms of the example, illustration, is 1.
And then Telapet doing pet doing a chingur pashi.
And so the example has 7 examples.
And the chores why she some ni chikadre.
So did that make 10? 4, 3, 2, 1?
10. Or that she shall not do it. That should shut down the tooth.
So that's how the 10s are divided.
Je could do is more than several essential of the job. Tender Benelli more touch, Tani Kanji, and touch yours in the years at it, and tell ya, and you could not think of some that tendable cheese cigarettes.
And then in terms of the object, that's the ultimate object, and the conventional object. So tendable is chilo. There's 3 for the conventional object and 1 for the ultimate object.
Tani Tenaro match is Lavana Kande, and a good of Chulamini, and it Dembatava Karjin Tangiore, and a Tigi and a Takundu Chukanbena, and a Tigi Chechu, Tendamichulamini, and a Dembatava Karjin Tangiore, or Tenedo Lagotandi.
And so this in the definition, what it is saying is that how we grasp as existing truly by observing the conventional objects and how we grasp as truly existing by observing the ultimate objects.
다 되게 녀보 곰베가 아니 람지고 그래서 되니 녀보도 곰바였나 아니 다 미기 가사셔야 되가 아니 지시도 톱거래 해서노로.
And so you need an antidote, for that grasping. So if you meditate on this antidote for that grasping at true existence, of the ultimate and conventional object, then you will achieve this the application of the Noah basis.
다 동부는 당가도다 다 체제 수술을 담바까 봐 아니 체제 다 주는 남치 바지 취담지 체제 줄아서 봐네 아니 체제 코랑 안에 담바터 봐 아니 다 담바 맞아봐 까고 그래 담바터 봐 까비 좋아서 돼 그거 잡으러 와 되네 거 그래서
당보들하다.
당보대 아니 체제 수술을 담바터 봐 까봐서.
So it says like application that stops in adhering to the basis of attributes, form and so forth, as truly existent. So form and all the way from form, to the omniscient mind, everything that exists. So seeing all these bases as being empty of existing truly.
Here, you want to hear, right? Okay. The 체제 다 뒤질 아니 다 체주 못다서라 되죠 가봐서. 아니 된지가 아니 체주 아니 체지다. 네가 아니 체주 못다봐 줄어서 봐야 된바터 봐 까베 줘봤지 그래서 공고래서.
And so first one is the adhering to the basis, the grasping to the basis, like the object, and the second one is like adhering to the attributes, like 16 the attributes of the Four Noble Truths, the impermanence and so forth.
어디? 아니 대니지 아니 대지라 아니 그러고 예든지 땐다 맞어봐다 라도 줘봐라 되지 가봐서 아니 다 아니 땐지 그러고 그러고 어디다 때리려고 그래 간지 예든지 땐다 라도 줘봐다 맞어봐라 땜바도 가봐서 그래서.
And then the third one, the application that stops adhering to the incomplete and thoroughly complete basis of excellent qualities as truly existent.
대주는 그래 하고 온다 그래 봐.
Do you understand what he's saying there?
아니 배나 아니 배는 두슬라고 해서 봐. 영어 아니 덴도 점마다 아니 곰바이나 예든지 땐도 줘봐래서. 영어 안에 대마 맞아봐 공부했나 아니 예듯이 때도 맞아봐래서 된지다 강터 아니 영어다 용도 안에 대마 맞아봐 아니 따따고 그래 따외기 좋아서 놓고 그래서
대마 두고 따바이나
맞아봐지 대마 맞아봐 따바이나 아니 줘봐지 된지다 다 된다고 도도로데 아니 영어 용도 대마 맞아봐 따외고 공부 그래서 하시로.
So it's saying that all those phenomena, like well-established phenomena, and other powered phenomena, the phenomena that is powered by other things. So those other powered phenomena and the well-established phenomena. Seeing all these things, if you see all these things as being truly existent, then it is incomplete. And to the incomplete. So if you are seeing it existing empty of truly true existence, then that is the complete.
Okay. Yes.
Well-established phenomenon.
가서.
용독 세다.
다 영어다 용도 세대 아닌데 샘샘에 다니래서.
So this is a term used by the mind-only school, the well-established phenomena and other powered phenomena like that.
Okay. 다 강터 아니 강터단데 바 고대원으로 쳐와이나 아니 간지 추탐 가로다 간지 추탐쳔 라네 데마 맞아봐 따외고는 공고리에서 하는 것이 고르다.
So in other words, all the phenomena, you should see all phenomena as being empty of existing truly.
어디 다 되지. 다 뒤지라 다 대섬대 아니 다 꾸줄라 때 봤음래서 꾸줄라 때 봤음세.
So those three are on the basis of the conventional object.
아니 뒤질라 다 된다 말을 못 받지 그래. 된다 말에 된리게 아니 체주 아니 다 예듯이 된데 또 맞어 강가 데마 맞아봐 까비 줘봐 대코라야 데마 맞아봐 까비 줘봐 지고 그래서.
And then the fourth one, is the observing at the ultimate object, as being empty of existing truly. So all these things adhering to the basis, adhering to the attributes, adhering to the complete or incomplete basis, all these should be seen as empty of existing truly. And even those that are seen as existing empty of true existing should be also seen as empty of existing true and empty of existing truly. So now you understand that, right? So even those that you see, even the mind that sees the things as existing empty of existence truly, should be also seen as existing empty of true existence.
Okay? Jennifer, Michael, Jen, what else? Sumka and the Demba Matavares, Religion Demba Matavatares. That team at the Tundu Sumka Demba Matava, Tea Demba Matavatavish was and
And so it's like saying, since you see Jennifer, Jen, and Michael as being empty of existing truly, and even that, seeing the Michael, Jen, and Jennifer as being empty of existing truly, also seeing that as being empty of truly existing.
Okay? And the day, and the Karugo, Yilgoni, and the she said,
and so those are the four in terms of the object.
The Yilkoranga
Just from the object side.
Then they dadjilla da Mugun Sumures, Mugun Mandavasum.
So after that, there are three from the in terms of entity.
That less shower Shipa on Drevo Sumla Dejacobi Joasa in the was.
So then there's the application of unchangeability that stops adhering to the three actions, agents, and the results of actions as truly existent.
Tande Cardana Bena and a can't Tovjig and Drevo and a Tan Caro and Drevo Sheshe Days and a Dendambam Pendre and a that Dendab Agenda and a Karunjava Mapa Tobilos and Chorus.
Tontamba?
Dendab Agenda Java Mapa Agenda Majava. And Drevote and a Dendamba Agenda Java Mapa. The Matagon in Java Mapa Tobi copy Javas.
So again, it's talking about unchangeability, right? So that's the nature or the entity, of the result of the perfection. So the result, the perfection result, the perfection result. So so that is unchangeable, truly unchangeable.
And anybody any tendable to read and negotiate there, tendable Shaboba Mabakavish was. Tendable Shababo Yomaris.
And so then the second one, is that the action. So the action, there's no the truly existing action.
Okay. And it and Shakawa some Yures, Shakawa some the chicks out the Ched Shakawa, Joa Shakawa, and Le Shakawa some the Gores.
Shakawa.
And the Shakawa, and the Ched Shakawa, the Ched Shakawa, the Ched Shada, the Ning Drevo. Mother. Mugun some Yoa. Mugun some Tambo and the less Shakawa and the Shabawa Shakawa, 10 years. And the sum de la and the Nansek sum to go to Chet Shakawa, Joa Shakawa, Shakawa, there's some Jimmy, there's some Chico.
So that's the first two of that in terms of the nature or entity. It's the 5 and 6, and then the seventh one, is the difficult object of intent. So that has the action, the application difficult to undertake, and action difficult to do as truly existing.
Kanje Ched Shaka was not Tindigan Java session there, and it Kalikaores, Chet Kalijago, Top Kalikaores, and Hojro.
So that the result, perfection result, is difficult. It's a difficult object of intent. It's like difficult to achieve.
아니 덴리가 톱갈에 가마다 덴리가 조발아야 깔치면 보여야 돼. 조바든 데고 톱이 조발아. 아니
So because it is difficult to achieve, therefore, also it is difficult to undertake.
그래와 아니 덴리 시작하다 아니 다 덴리가 레란 주바대야 깔에 가오래 해서 덴리로 고고면도 레 시작하와서 돼.
So difficult to undertake or difficult to engage in.
덴다 빼라 와베나 이게 레버데 톱깔에 가오 인자 아니 딘디게 토야게 레가데 깔에 가오라 레가 깔데 딘게 레가데 판 주바데 깔에 가오라 덴다고 고고면도스.
So that it's like understanding, that because the result is difficult to be achieved, and therefore, it is difficult to undertake, and because it's difficult to undertake, therefore it is difficult to engage in.
그래와 먼저 배나 레가 깔에 가오지 임바이나 아니 이게 레버 답배나 수도 점제저 톱깔에 가오이나 아니 딘게 레가디야 답바라 깔에 슈자고 그러와 깔에 딘이 깔에 자가나 딘이 담보 레가든 고수가 빼깔려는 거로 덴다고 고고면도.
And so, if the result is very difficult to achieve, and then it is difficult to undertake that action. Whatever action has to be undertaken in order to achieve that result, will be difficult, and then also it will be difficult to engage, in that action.
어디지? 아니 어디 다 대라 아니 뭐고는 something 그래서.
And so those are the three in terms of nature or entity.
다 뒤질 안에 다 셰베고네 셰레고네 셰바데 셰레데 인이나 간라야나 셰베고네 사데.
그래 자와서 그래.
아니 셰베고 살다 샤베고네 사 말아 그래. 디 주마데 다시 샤베고네 사 그러면도. 드베치비 샤와 셰베고네 르친 섬지 까와 치셨는 드베 토베 아니 연도 봐서 빠지 샤베고 시작하면로
샤베 가서 들라 대진버스라
까와 지전도 까wan데도 까와 지전도 드베 요파 대저 커피 좋아서 돼 인이나 가려잖아
다들 가 제바처럼 가서 제바서 말해
다 셰바스나다 가져오다 나 셰레로서 메로 가려가 그러는 benna tela ane ta deja riche sam gosrwa ta de shelegon ni yorsa na de shelegon ni shagare karna deja riche sam je suzu ka wa chata ba ne devo to topa ane devo tendigen devo topa yo ban de be jo wachi go res ji yores.
And so the next two 8 and 9 are in terms of the function, right? The function. So that's the first one, the application that stops in adhering to the existence of attained results, which are results according to one's fortune as truly existent.
어떻게 안에 된대가 배에다 댐베고니 샤시 란탑지 토바다 아니 소수고 송접서 랑게 니바 레제나 람 말레바 아니 유유죠 같이 고 그래서
이거 고바들하다 이거 대타만
대제와들어
아
대제와들어
이거 봐도 당당한 시야도 말아야 한다는 거죠.
일단 시야와도 돈 받듯이 샤카와스는 찍대고다 샤카와스는 찍미시대 맞다 제대 샤카와 조와 샤카와 레샤테스 찍미시대
어디 대숨 찍잖아 그래
아니 까와 지전은 레버티벤 레버 요바 대자 까바세데 다 돈 받듯이 하고 아니
말에 개발했대
제가 말이 아니 쥐라 알레
그래
대제와지 어르르 들타래 알 쥐라 내 금을 매삼다
야 아니야 가서 고바디 가서
고와데 젤라 라 말레바스
그래
대자 까베죠 와스
Yeah, so the ninth, the application that stops adhering to non-reliance upon others as truly existence.
다들 갈로는 안에 드니 팬다 댐비건 레버데 아니 수조 라탑지 아니 가래 토비하게 아니 샘슈요 봐. 다 나진 게 지금 많이 봐 고네 베베 손집 셔바데 아젤라 라말레바 수조가 셰냠비게 된데 그 줘봐. 다시 샘슈 좀 보고 그래서 노로.
뒤가래 고버들아. 주버들.
고버됐다. 이제나 라말레바 되죠 거기 좋아서 다 되나로 봐.
안다디 가서?
되나로 어디 아니 팬다 댐비 레버데 아니 라탑지 아니 지금 야 고네 배웠다. 다 나지가 라탑지 고네 지금 많이 받아 손집 집에 니봐. 아니 다 이제나 라말레바 옆에 좋아서 다 나로 어디.
And so this the function or the action of not relying on others, not relying on others for achieving the result that has great benefit. So even to that, like not grasping at that as truly existent.
Okay. 다는지 다 되네 주바데 아니 시지 빼고네 넘버 던셔바데 가지 빼고네 아니 덴바마트 빼 돈당셔베 거니 직식 아니 지마다 몰람다 지마다 미제다 아니 단녀다 주녀다 트지 통체다 아니 트비 빼스 빼드니고네 덴바마트 빼서 그래서.
So then the 10th one is the application that stops adherent to the 7 types of appearances by way of similes that assist understanding as truly existent. And so even those, an example, that helps one to understand, how things are empty of existing from their own side. Even those, should be seen as empty of existing truly. And so those examples like the mirage, the stars, and the city of the smell eaters. Then a dream, and then the illusion, and then the pleasant sound, and then like the city of the smell eaters. So those are the 7 examples to like assist one to understand how things do not exist. Like, this two, it doesn't exist truly because it's like an illusion, or it doesn't exist truly. It's like the mirage. It doesn't exist truly. Like that. So those are examples to assist to understand how things do not exist inherently or truly. And so those are the 10 divisions, and after that is the root text from Ornament of Clear Realization. And the boundaries, it says, it exists from the mind, a path of accumulation to the end of continuum of sentient beings.
아니 연대게 땐데 저 맞을 라소바 간절 아니 덴바 마트바 따외기 고네 곰고 그래서 나한테 도도로 되는데스.
So in short, what it means is that all these things, the basis of the attributes, the basis the basis the attributes, the functions, the nature, and everything should be meditated as being empty of true existence. So all these things do not exist truly because they all like, those examples. Now the example is like an illusion. There's like a mirage, like the stars, also like that.
Okay. And that you got to trans one matan can login, but the me better my old man do that ratio coaches.
So there is an example of the illusions and so forth, right? So we don't have to go through one by one.
Okay. They can do and go missing as that can enjoy the mama to pay changes. Same is it Marwa.
And so these are all examples of not existing truly. That's all it is.
Okay. And that you got to get it, you mother got it. Nyamni said there is.
So then the next one, the next topic, is the equality of application of a no basis, right?
And ye Yavadan, Censordan, ye cheso, Dejongo be Sera Je Monastery. Ye can it tembe, Shanti Juvian Tenyitra.
Okay, so with regards to the very equality of that, the definition of equality of the Bodhisattva's application indicated in the context of the Noah basis is a Bodhisattva's yoga conjoined with the wisdom that stops in adherence to the divisions of basis definition, definenda, objects, and subjects as truly existent.
Okay. Tanti Tenda Dodo Palavana Kanji 아니 주속 그러고 다 주소지 뭐라 아니 덴바 아니 롬바메 비조와세 지그레스로
시다 가서
아니 빨리 좋더니래
어
제당 아니 제이어 제다 간에 제다 제 이어와진 센센데 열리 예첸지 네 대전 거비 좋았나 아니 제다 가지고 뭐라 대전 거비 좋아 아니 대가 아니 쇠니다 아니 쇠자라 대전 거비 좋아 아니 열다 예체라 대전 거비 좋아 어두샤 그래서
아 그거를 시샤도 왜
시여와테 거 여와 시레스 여와 시
and then it says once it divided there are four quality of application which does not misconceive the entity of form and so forth to be truly existent. The quality of application which does not misconceive the definition and definenda of those to be truly existent. Quality of application which does not misconceive their division to be truly existent. And the quality of application which does not misconceive their object possessor to be truly existent.
다 간들 아니 젤나 아니 제수수지 오라 아니 덴발롬바메 비조와 찍지 그러와
그때가 다들 요시더라.
이해와지더라
네네. 이마시 살이다.
대셔서 아니 대지 아니 사람 대지 돈하는 진대 받아 예스 다 대때문에 계셔면도
So it's just like it is said, not misconceiving forms and so forth. The quality of those is the four types. Then its boundaries are that it exists from the Mahayana path of accumulation through the end of the continuum of sentient beings.
단 누도 아야 가지 가들 아니 가로 가진 돈함 냠자이시 도발라 아니 다 곰고야 간절 아니 지금 다 냠자이시 된 누도 다 타마 냠자이시라고 그래서 간제 돈이 또 별로 되는랍되게 그래서
And so these are the all like application or the preparation, for the meditative equipoise, of the path of seeing.
오케이. 다 근데 이제 검토하는 다 되기지라 아니 다 돈엄사도 도그래 해서 되는데 저다 니들 어떤 돈을 남 되나 그지 니들 값이 막 가는 게 때문에 주장해도 또 대신이 대망도 다 가는 게 때문에 대신 돈을 세니서 정도.
And so then if you have been able to meditate in this way, and then you will be able to achieve the Mahayana path of seeing. And so just like it says with regards to the path of the seeing of hearers and so forth, such are asserted to be the very knower of all. And the definition of the Mahayana path of seeing, explicitly indicated in this context, is a Mahayana clear realizer of the truth that directly realizes the freedom from elaboration that is explicitly indicated in this context.
오케이. 다 당에 가상 해말라 영화도 아니 되나 레라 니와다 리비시도 시체. 다 대셔원의 딘리가 아니 다 니모시 토발라 가르고나 아니 조한테한테 답을 공고 그래서 대검타위 질라다 가르도나 아니 당군인 돈랑군인데 독거래 세주 단 담아대 거바대 골라고 그래서
So we talked about all those all the bases, the close to the resultant mother and a distance to the resultant mother and so forth. So all these, after meditating all these topics, then what we achieve through this base is the Mahayana path of seeing.
오케이. 근데 다 된도 아니 니들 어떤 토벨로 된다기시 니들 시소지 가다 까는 게 때문에 주장에서 또 배트졌더만 까는 게 때문에 대신 돌아오더니 대라이나 까는 게 때문에 대신 돌아오 시소기지만 주도요 돼 덴바죠 소소라 시비 주시바다 추 저바 추시비 저바 추시바 지스시바 지스시비 저바죠 동알아서 덴바나 추시라도 다들 더링도 왔어.
And then it says when divided there are 16 moments of the knowledge and forbearance of the Mahayana path of seeing explicitly indicated in this context with respect to each of the four truths. There are four. The forbearance of the Dharma knowledge, forbearance of the subsequent knowledge, and subsequent knowledge.
그래서 덴바젤라 자네 아니 동아 지시 고파 지시 남시다 아니 덴바젤라 자르치 안들로 강한 돈음 자야레스 근데 사서
So you apply this to the four truths, like the forbearance of the Dharma knowledge of true suffering, Dharma knowledge of true suffering, forbearance, of the subsequent knowledge, and of the true suffering, and subsequent knowledge of true suffering, like that. So you apply this to true suffering, then just like that, apply to the true origin, true cessation, true path, like that. So these are all, applied to the four truths, with regards to these four forbearances, the dharmas.
Okay, then finish. Any questions? Tante kacha nga so re la tante ngonyo pa ngoshu nyo ro des ko chira pedo me ro des wa.
So if we go one by one, into details, then it is very confusing. So difficult to understand if you don't have that or that required basis on which you can understand this.
아니 디나 그 배나 dunga chishi 지시도 다 사람 가서 시작을 해서 나도 다 질래라 오진데 거다 고르까래 고한테 왔다는 말했어 와.
And so, so this forbearance of the Dharma knowledge, all these things are explained, in detail in the on the teaching on paths and grounds. So it's not really easily understood and here.
아니 덴바 잘라잘 아니 되게 제출라잘 아니 다 소소 뭐까지 빠다가 전에 고카가 하는 거랬어.
So it applied, to the four noble truths. 덴바 실라잘테네.
아니 덴바살라 대라야 아니 제다 제가로 제주지 시시에로와 어떤 아니 제주주를라샤네 아니 단도로 샤는 거래.
그 가르쳐줘서?
아니 취시대 제시사대.
알아요. So it's the like the forbearance of the Dharma knowledge, it's all talking about how this applied, to the four noble truths. And so making it like 16 forbearances of the Dharma knowledge and so forth.
아니 더야 아니 변나 동아 치시 근주 치시대 가졌다 동아 때문에 제출하시네 야고 단도가 자다 단도서 고뇨 사고 요래 간지 시다 사람 나라 제고 요래스.
And so the forbearance, of the Dharma of the true suffering, how it is explained with its the true suffering's features, is very complicated. So it's explained more clearly in the paths and grounds.
바제 간지 코랑게 변나 다가로 실력이 자네 미만하고 다시 버렸어 코랑게 실력이 자네.
So in terms of the function, it's given a different name.
그러와 변나 간도 변나 멤버다 너스다 요보 소수 레갈드네 미카가다 대소는 버려.
So it's just like the different, like the doctors and the nurse and the assistant nurse and all these have different names because of their different functions, just like that.
Okay, yes, question?
I'm wondering, these are the applications of the knower of basis, but the subject matter is the emptiness of true existence, which isn't a lesser vehicle class of realization. So how does it relate to the knower of basis?
가서
So you're saying that this is for the application for the path of seeing, Mahayana path of seeing?
No, go to number 7. It says the application of knower basis, and then the 10 divisions were all about the emptiness of true existence, which isn't a lesser vehicle class of
Oh, I see.
So I was wondering how has it become a topic of a knower of basis?
단대가서 단다가서 디 저와 세저라. 단다 저와 디 디디 가서 가서 티저 털무치도 저거라.
그래 대신 돌로
티저 털무치도 맞아 저기 단다가서 냐도 털음다 라저 털음도 저거 뭐라.
말마 대신 돌로 되는데 좋아서 또 레오시샤 또 되면 레오시시 도야 디까지 좋고 그래서.
So this preparation, this application of preparation is for the Mahayana path of seeing.
디 나네 자다
So not for the path of seeing of the hearers or soul realizers.
디 나네 자 아니 이게 레오시샤라 고고 그래서.
And especially for the resultant perfection, wisdom.
그래다 딘데긴 레오시샤도 토발라베나 안타 데라리미 데라 니베지 데라리미 되는 마트 되는 마타 또 토발라 안베나 데라 니베지도 고 니베지 토발라 아니 조와데도 데 곰고 그래서 까지 토나 토발라 대신인 토나 토발라 조와데도 데 곰고 그래서 그래서.
So so we talked about the distance to the mother perfection or the resultant perfection and close to the resultant perfection. So in order to achieve this the resultant perfection we have to you have to prepare or engage in these preparations, and so this is mainly for achieving those resultant perfections and like the path of seeing. So the Mahayana path of seeing.
Penandi Kandi Nimboshi and Karo Jiji Chino Karo Nimboshi Tini was Nimboshi said Sada the Teji in Tolan and Sanji separate. Tindi the Tovala and Tolam Togo, Tolam Tovala, Joan de Gomgures, Kanji Yeda.
Earlier, we talked about the basis of an antecedent class, and the basis of the discordant class, the resultant mother, and of all these things, right? So, and then also is the boundaries, and it talks about from the Mahayana path of seeing through the Buddha ground. So it's all about that. So when you engaging in the preparation for that, that is all for that preparation, for the preparing for that. For the Mahayana path of seeing, not for the other sorted realizers or heroes path of seeing.
Okay, patient, Doctor Yawala, Tingla Lapran, they go to Gorda, Lapran, they do go that, Lachin, they go that, this one of Kogursa.
So it's just saying like that before you become a doctor, you have to have this kind of knowledge, you have to have this kind of degrees and so forth.
Okay.
So those are all a preparation for becoming a doctor.
Okay. Kanji, any Karo. Cheje Chechu Ta Yelda Yichi Kangala Kanja Deba Mataba Deja Kabai Gores and
So it's actually stopping the adherence of true existence to all these objects like the basis, the attributes and everything. So everything that exists, trying to stop grasping of those objects as being truly existent.
Ani Tindigi, any Chirangi Pena, any Jadan, any Sejadan, Tsundan, Isha Deja Kopi Jawatri, Tat Gomayena, any Dan Tonotopodan, Tonotomatan, Tonalayan, the Digamata moment the area and
so by meditating on all these objects, the divisions, the definitions, definitums, and so forth, all this. If you meditate on all these objects as being empty of true existence, then through that you achieve the minor path of seeing.
Okay. Other questions?
No, I
Still.
not entirely clear about how the topics relate to the knowers, because the boundaries for the knower basis is all superior, so that would include the hearers and solitary realizers, but I guess this is not an application for them, this is only for the Bodhisattva superiors, right?
Yeah, Tinani Jan Revishalan, Revatula Kokur, then Revishala Kokur is. So
the Jawa said,
Jawa, the Karich Jordan, Revishi to the Jawa is still a Kokuris.
The Monasanata, the Zidan Shishish, the Jovish, Shishila Temple Jawas, Shishila Temple Jawadi, Shishi Chazan should dress in some girls.
Ah,
Dumbadiora, Dumba Shishila Temple Jawajora. In Tidi, the Casa Shishi Chazan, the Shishi Nala than Palamda, Teja Palam Sadara.
Tekangal Mart, Tinan the Thought and Revishala Jagos, Revishi, Namchela.
And so here, when on the seventh topic, Jennifer, you're talking about mainly the seventh topic, right? The application of the knower basis. So that's not for the entire knower basis. It's only for the application of the knower basis for the Mahayana path of seeing.
Okay. Revishi Tetola Tegoma, Shitola Tego Kisha Maris.
And so it's not talking about meditating on the application of the knower basis, for the knower basis, for the all the knower basis. It's talking only for the Mahayana path of seeing, or like I said earlier, the resultant perfection.
Okay. Other questions? Yes.
This text is clear, but I was wondering, because I've been wanting to know the difference between the hearers, solitary realizers, and bodhisattvas according to the Prajnaparamita.
Karsago?
You want to know the difference between them according to the Prasangika Madhyamika?
Yes,
The
please.
Ranjubu Shijashigara. And Tajibu Shijajana, this Okadesh Kewakana Shagadesa.
Tajivelana Demba Tamata Kesha Kasha, Papa the Demba 돈이 또 잡슬라 그랬대. 샤다 가가랬어. 샤다 되면 배제 샤다도 집어시행 그랬어.
네.
이 나는 다집을랑 봐봐야 된다 또 다는 얘랑 봐봐라 돈이 또 해봐 강간 시행도 그러고서.
그래.
근데
년도다 랑자다 특징기다 대디어라 봐봐라 때문에 개발 가르쳐 그랬어.
아
개발 가르쳐 그랬어.
얘랑 봐봐.
다집을로라.
얘랑 봐봐 대접을래.
대접 봐봐야
돈이 또도 집어래. 돈이 또도 집어래. 인바이나 샤지고 산다. 이제 유명한 잡아샤 그랬어.
돈이 또 맞아 집어라.
돈이 또 맞아 집어 봐봐나 돈이 또 잡슬라 그랬어.
So in terms of realizing emptiness, is the same. So the healers, the superiors, and the soldier superiors also realize emptiness, and then the Mahayana superior also realize emptiness directly. So that, in terms of realizing emptiness directly, is the same for all three superiors. The only difference is whether having the bodhicitta or not.
아니 얼마든 가도 지도 시험에 얘기니까도 어느 가지 점단은 요들 점단은 가도 랍자랬을 때도.
So we talked about this in the in the tenets class.
근데 이자니 다들 아니 이게 열려 또서 열려 차라고 쳐봤지 요 말했어.
So in terms of the object, there's no difference in terms of subtlety and growth.
거자 때마다 가다 집어치지 않았어.
And so in terms of stopping adherence, to the true existence is the same, for all objects.
For the hearers and solitary realizers, then what is the difference between those two?
글쎄.
년도도 랑전이를 가르쳐 버려 그랬어.
아?
년도 랑전이를 가르쳐 버려 그랬어.
이들 아니라.
가서 단단히 가서 대대치단 지기는 강사 담에지 지기는 다 이동지 그거라.
아니 니들 아니라.
다 가서 랑주블록이나 되다. 다주블록라 뒤에 개발 가르쳐 그랬어.
다주블록 된지 봐. 양콘 아니
다요번에 개발해요 말아.
답에 거는 채우면은 따와 도서 거는 따와 캔래 말을 채워버렸어. 라자세 조니 동금지 조시.
뒤도 랑주블록라 그래.
demba mataba gomji so chi bayan bayana ya ani nintulade so toni goje so she ani ti tene so ta gaje ani so so sa ma sa de ni chi wayo sa.
So in terms of realizing emptiness, there's no difference also there, but but there's differences in how much merit they accumulate. So one takes longer to achieve its realization, enlightenment, and then other takes shorter to achieve its enlightenment.
Okay, any other questions? Yes.
Well, just a question. For hearers, they meditate on the selflessness of persons, and then they realize the selflessness of persons. How do they realize emptiness?
가르쳐?
According to the Prasangika Madhyamaka's view, or according to this text?
According to Prasangika.
According to Prasangika Madhyamaka's view?
This text is not for some.
Right.
다 먼저 란주를 타주를 혹시 자잖아. 아니 년토기 때문에 가서 다음에 공부 강사 다음에 공부하라서.
야.
근데 강사가 다음에 공부는 돈이 가르쳐 그래서.
제자 아니 곰고요래 다집을 눌러잖아. 아니 이제 곰제 쪼대 아니 돈이 작아요 그래서 남의 작은 말했어.
So according to the Prasangika Madhyamaka's view, healers also mainly meditate on emptiness.
그러와 이제 거사 그때인데 데마트바 까바데 아니 거사 담에 참모스 디 푸소든다 데마트바 까바데 아니 주지 담에 참모스라 그래서.
And but like there is like the selflessness of person and selflessness of phenomena. Differences of the selfless of person and selfless phenomena. So the selfless person is the person itself, and then the selfless phenomena is meditating on the emptiness of the aggregates of the person and so forth.
아니 이제 고사라면 데마트바도 고사가 단지 아니 부모라면 데마트바 아니 주지 단지라 그래서.
And so if you are looking at the person as thinking of that as existing self-sufficiently or substantially, and that would be grasping as the grasping at the person. And then if you are looking at the phenomena like the aggregates of the person as existing self-sufficiently or substantially, then that would be like grasping at phenomena.
아니 강사가 단세대 아니 강다라체데 베데데 마다 아니 고다 따자랑 왔는데 두시 파자는 그래서요.
So the grasping at the self of person and grasping at the self of the phenomena. So the grasping at the self of a person, can also be like grasping at the self of the person, grasping at the person as existing self-sufficiently or substantially.
오케이. 다들 파는 것도 고빌빌도 그랬는데 다 가다 드링 안도 라베티 아니 레버시제 도발라 조한데 공고 그래서 다 드리는 거도 고고 그래서.
So if we go into too much detail, it will be more confusing. So in short, we're talking about the application of no basis, is what kind of applications or what kind of preparations we have to do in order to achieve the minor path of seeing.
다 내내 가서 배는 가서 내가로 지신투지라 아니 지신들은 데라 니비신 데라 레비신이 또 데레스로.
And then so we talk about the know of the basis close to the resultant mother, know of the basis that is of the discordant class and so forth. So these are all also resultant mother, that's all to achieve that.
그래서 다 아니 니제 매비 강사가 지지 아니 지시에는 데라 레비신이 차 먼저 주시면 잡스랍 줘레스. 이제 좀 뭐라 마치고 가다가 지지.
So if it is a no basis, within the continuum of a person, without great compassion, will be the no basis distant, from the resultant mother.
아니 배나 이제 전보다 돈이 또배 강사가 지지 배나 지시에나 다 레라 파신 예비시다 님보시시 파신이 납초 그래서.
So if it is a no basis, within the continuum of a person, who has a great compassion, and the realization of emptiness, that will be the no basis close to the resultant mother and no basis of the antidote class.
근데 님보시시 제시 세거나 만도 아니 레버시시 대 토발라 아니 조아죠 공고 그래서 조아데 그래서.
So you call it no of the basis close to the resultant mother or the no basis of the antidote class. In order to achieve that, you have to practice on the application of the no basis.
아니 대고만은 돈도 그래서.
So by meditating on the application of the no basis, then you will achieve the Mahayana path of seeing.
아니 돈알라 예와 지루요 그래서.
And then the Mahayana path of seeing has 16 divisions.
아니 대샤다 대 아니 대지마다 지루라 되자 그래서.
And then the Debashila.
데마실라.
Without 좀 말아야 되나?
말 데마실라.
Debashila. So that is again like we talked about earlier, the four truths, the four like the forbearance of the Dharma knowledge, the Dharma knowledge, forbearance of the subsequent knowledge, and the subsequent knowledge, apply to the four truths.
Okay. Then finish. Okay. Okay. Any other questions? 가서 homework 뭐.
So if you don't have other questions, then we'll go through the homework.
Okay.
Homework questions.
But if you realize the emptiness of one phenomenon, the emptiness of any other phenomena is the same.
진지다.
So,
Yes.
but I'm thinking, but then here it says you need to meditate on the 10 different emptinesses.
Yeah.
But so I was just wondering, if you realize the first one, don't the others, are they very easy?
easi였으나 젬바도 가르노 아니 다 드제 만다고 마케니 군도 똑똑 그래서.
가르디?
그 지기 땡게 돈이 또 와이나 아니 예 젬바도 군에 돈이 또 와까지 레라요 그래서 가지고. 뭐 강가 또 그렇게 참 말했어.
So if you realize emptiness of one object, then you can apply the same kind or same idea on other object, and that way it will become easier to understand the emptiness of other object. But doesn't mean that when you realize emptiness of one object, you will realize emptiness of every object.
Okay. Okay, then do homework.
The first question was, give an illustration of the extreme of cyclic existence.
가서로
example or an illustration of extreme of cyclic existence.
다 가서 시타라다.
알레.
시타기 가서 베직 되셔서.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone have? Who wrote? Anyone wrote? Do you saw homework? Anyone understand the homework? Maybe Bob?
Me, I'm an example of the extreme of existence.
Ah. Kari chawad karo. Santa rida santa ni bitay raga.
What was the question again?
It just was, give it an illustration or an example of extreme of cyclic existence. So like for the first topic of the Noah basis.
가서 시바기 타.
아니.
시타기 베시 알으셨어.
Okay. 다 쓴다는 세제로 빼잖아.
네, 진실하다.
Okay. 아니 Bob 전 쓴다 레베스나.
So what is the extreme of the existent and the cyclic existent? Bob, are you an extreme of cyclic existence?
Well, it's an example of the extreme of cyclic
제가 저랑 example에다 저랑
being that's in cyclic existence. Any being that's in cyclic existence.
네, 더 거원한 능이 저 가서 심지 창마되네. 가서 시타를 내야 돼서.
쓴다 네 이제 쓴다 말어 왔어.
Is it being in the extreme of cyclic existence or extreme of cyclic existence itself?
Well, it said an example of the extreme of cyclic existence.
이래다. 시타기 진실샤스.
대다 쓴다는 세제에다 아니 저랑한테 쓴다 레베스. 단 세제는 세제인 거로 와.
So if
나는
you
그냥 나도 먹은 세제는 나도 무지케는 무슨 내려줘서 뭐 이거라 뭐 자고로 왔어.
so when you talk about the example, so you have to give something that is that, right? Like if you say give an example of a person, then you say, oh, okay, Bob. The Bob is a person, so therefore the Bob is example of a person. So like that, if you are asked to give example of the extreme of cyclic existence, then you give something that is extreme of cyclic existence.
대다 저
Doesn't it have to be a being that's in cyclic existence? Without a being in cyclic existence, there's no cyclic existence.
this big confused, yeah. 쓴다라 내서 가로 왔어. 담보.
Yeah, being in extreme of cyclic existence and extreme of cyclic existence are two different things, right?
대다 감바나라 내서 가로 왔어.
It's like saying house and being in the house.
Okay. No.
Like, are you a house?
Are you a house?
Right? But are you in the house? Yes.
Yeah. Are you at the house? No, right? 제자, are you in the house? Yes, right? It's different, right? 제자, samsara and who the samsara is different, right? Usually the santa is the samsara. Therefore, you are in samsara, but you are not samsara.
So the extreme of cyclic existence, is a cyclic existence.
Okay? Therefore, are you samsara? No, right? Why? Yes. Are you samsara?
No, I had a different answer.
No, I'm just asking. Are you samsara?
I'm in samsara.
But you in samsara, you're not samsara. Why you not samsara?
Why am I not in? Or
No,
am I
why you not samsara?
Well, I guess the contaminated aggregates are themselves, but.
It's not good reason.
Oh, why I am not?
Yeah, are you samsara?
I am not samsara.
Why? Yes, why?
Because if you were samsara, you couldn't become free from it, because you are not the prison that you're in.
Correct?
You can't.
What did you say?
What do you say?
Because you can be free from samsara. So if you were samsara, it would be impossible to be free from it. It would be like saying, I am this prison.
네, 코로나 마인데 코알에 다 외쳤어. 코알에는 코알에 탈수가 말했어.
저는 보이면서
Are you a boy?
Yes.
저는 빌리들을 타요 말하면서
You can't be free from being boy.
Cheza. And this is no good reason. Yeah, give me another reason. Julia, you have something? No. Okay, now more track terms. Yeah, what do you give example? Are you going to change the example?
Change the example?
Yeah.
The animal realm.
But are you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's clear?
Yeah.
Therefore, we cannot give you the example, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure I understand the question just right.
Yeah.
but maybe we could say the animal realm is an example of cyclic existence.
No.
No.
Isn't the key word here extreme?
What do you say? Extreme.
Extreme of cyclic existence? Because it's talking about...
시다세죠. 타세.
다 가진 코어 나와 랑드다. 가진 코엔 다 코알. 가진 코알 랑드다. 가진 코알 랑드.
Yeah, it's the same meaning. Being extreme of existence, cyclic existence, and cyclic existence is same.
야, 그나. 선달도 가진 코알 나래. 가진 코엔 다. 이제 다좀 받아 선달 좋아로. 가로 선달 고지도 가로.
신다.
What's the introduction of 선달?
So what stops one from being in the stream of cyclic existence?
Realizing selflessness.
야, 대단히 고스다 조리된다. 대단히 가진 간도 코알 내 대해서 간도 선달 내 대해서 간도 참아.
So anyway, we, as a sentient, as an ordinary being, we are all in cyclic existence, in the extreme of cyclic existence.
이나 간도 선다 말했어.
But we are not extreme of cyclic existence.
그러나 선다 빠자를 was.
Because the extreme of cyclic existence is to be abandoned.
제가 간도 빠자 말 was.
But we are not, right?
Okay, how do you understand? 그래서 코알나 빼나 녜지지 빼나 사진이 부모시 하는 그래서 나지 빼나 녜지 사진이 부모는 코알에서 쓴다. 코와.
So like you mentioned earlier, so if we talk about
Oh, no. I'm not giving them. Okay. What's your
My answer?
yeah, your answer.
I said rebirth projected by karma and affliction.
가르세 레다니 뭐 코알. 뭐 가르세?
rebirth,
Rebirth projected by karma and affliction.
레니오 소위.
레뇽의 판배, 레뇽의 판배 교화.
레니 보면 뛰어. I think that that 레니 보면 뛰어 있나 보나 바주도 지금 코알인 바다.
So then, if in that case, is a cow stream of cyclic existence?
Is it? No.
Is it?
아니 레니 오 뛰어 말어.
Okay, if
Yeah.
answering the extreme is because we're talking about it in the context of the extreme of cyclic existence versus the extreme of peace, then, the two extremes.
So is a cow extreme of cyclic existence?
Not itself.
Yeah, right.
But
이나 레니 오 뛰어 말어서.
but isn't it a birth projected by karma and delusion?
It isn't rebirth projected by karma. It's a
레뇽 판배 교화 말해서.
아니 봐 가르쳐 봐.
So if it is not a birth projected by karma and delusion, then
저는 냐와치
what kind of birth is it?
냐와바치 that.
okay. So is the answer then believing in a self-existent, a substantial
No.
self?
Sounds not. What you ask?
Well, if it says it's a type of realizer that ceases the extreme of cyclic existence, so isn't it the example of the extreme of cyclic existence would be the belief in the aggregates as truly existing, since it's the opposite of what this is saying that it does?
가르쳐 뛰고 갈랍소.
당한도 이치 잡았어요. 당 가서 당한 랑원을 두고 여봐 이치 잡았어요.
No. Give me the example of the samsara. We don't say santa is too complicated. 제자 세지 대사고 그랬어.
그래?
근데 선당 세션은 고하잖아요. 고하잖아요. 저기 그래 가지.
So what did you say about the example of the cyclic existence?
The example of the extreme of cyclic existence, because when I hear the word extreme, I think of eternalism and extreme of cyclic existence would be believing in the true existence of the aggregates, which would be an example.
가고서
갈수록
더 풍부 대바드바 잼바데스.
부모 대바드는 전바대 가야 되네.
코어.
코어래.
그 시타레스.
근데 쓴다 임바다.
So is that so grasping at a true existence of phenomena, is it's an extreme of cyclic existence?
안에 때문에 맨날 니네 돌아 받지 말란 코어를 좋아하다. 니네 돌아 받지 말란 코어를 좋아 임바다.
And so what about the uninterrupted path or the path of hearers? Is that free from the cyclic existence?
According to the reciting is yes.
아,
Self.
코어 봉하다. 자초마 임바다.
Is it an arhat?
Wait, repeat the
It's the uninterrupted path, of the path of seeing and of the hearers.
No, it's not correct.
Is that
Free from
free
samsara.
of samsara?
No.
임바다 가다 담는 또 가다 임바셨어.
Well, because he doesn't believe in existing, the phenomena as existing truly.
You fail.
But doesn't it lead to the ceasing of the extreme of cyclic existence? It's not there yet, but it's on its way.
It doesn't matter. You it doesn't. We all the way. We all try to way. Okay.
You think that the direct realization of selfness as a person does not free one from the extreme of cyclic existence?
갈수록
다만 저 데버드버 가서 다음에 가서 데버드버 가서 다음에 가서 그 단지 다데 방법이나 뒤에 가서 코알 타기 바라겠어.
단단한 코타야 말이야. 가다 다들 차라 몽보여로 봐.
Well, there's a different level of grasping at the self of the person.
니디 돈어봐 돈어 남돌라디에는 가다다 라pap디 가로 그다 빠사레스.
So there's the intellectual and the innate, different kind of delusions. So the intellectual one is abandoned, by the uninterrupted path or the path of seeing of the hearer's vehicle.
오케이. 다 가르는다 다 전도 치시나 들어와도 노르면까지 선타당 안에 선타는 가가랬다. 대 전도 가하고 송었어.
So I don't know. Maybe there was a mistake in the caution, but extreme of the existence, cyclic existence, and being in the extreme of cyclic existence is two different things.
제가 코와는 같은 집어든 코와는 가가라왔어.
So just like samsara and being in samsara are different things.
제가 나도 참만 코와는 내버렸어.
So we are all in cyclic existence,
얘는 나도 참만 코와 말해.
but we are not all cyclic existence.
다는 코와는 그 나라도 지지 사진 일년지 레니가 오셔 사진 일년지 풍부 자고 그래서.
And so what is the samsara? Then it should be our aggregate, the continuation of our aggregate that's projected by karma and delusion.
제자 빼는 냐와 바데 레니가 오셔 깨버도 뒤깨와도 샤야 말이야. 깨와데.
So not the birth itself, but the aggregate of the person.
오케이.
So like the hell being, is projected by karma and delusion, but the hell being is not a samsara.
오케이. 나도 캄베 나라 열다 나도 캄바 안 내다 나도 캄바 말해 와.
And so like we are inside the house, but we are not a house.
오케이. 그러다 선탁이 세잖아. 아니 다단도 주로 세니 가로 선탁은 세제 살았나? 사진 연예지 풍부도 지지. 레니가 오셔 사진 연예지 풍부 주지 샤죠 그래서.
And so if you are asked to give an example, of the extreme of the cyclic existence, you can say it's a contaminated aggregate and projected by karma and delusion.
Okay. Now can you repeat with me? What is the example for the how you say that?
Extreme of cyclic
Extreme of existence.
What the example?
contaminated aggregates. By karma.
Yeah, we need to project the karma delusion. Otherwise, Buddha's five gets to say they'll come, okay?
You have to say contaminated aggregate. 당초의 공부사.
Okay. That okay. That the Torah Talmud land there does.
So that's the answer for the first question.
Okay. What's your answer? What's the Jennifer's answer?
I
Yeah, your answer is not really correct one, yeah. I get.
Themselves, but then I said rebirth projected by karmic affliction, so rebirth was wrong.
Yeah,
Rebirth is wrong, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have? Anyone have? Do you have? Do you have? Okay. Okay, second question.
What ceases the extreme of peace?
Okay. Yes. Karo, what karo?
Shida gogje kares. Shiveta
Okay.
gogje kares.
Okay. Bob?
Great compassion or bodhicitta.
I had
닌지 첨보다 장조쌤.
great compassion in the continuum of a bodhisattva superior.
Thank you.
Oh, did you write the first question answer? What do you write?
Can't we skip it?
No. No, just what do you write?
I said it down, it was an extreme, being extreme, that it was never ending, and it was basically, in different words, the same thing. One is under the power of delusions, and therefore the suffering aspect of the mind. That would be somebody that was in samsara, so I misunderstood it too.
Okay. Marco, you have? You don't write? Okay, anyone write? Okay, then second question. July, do you write? Do you write anything? Okay. What do you write? Second question.
Same thing, about the bodhisattva, driven by compassion.
Yeah. That 따라라 상식을 셈들면 니지 전보들이 니지 전보.
Yeah, so you can say great compassion and bodhicitta.
바나 니지 전보다 가디 제와이나 아니 니랑 그람도 고 돈을 그래서. 바나 좀더 니지. 좀더 네가 좀더 인지라고 면로.
닌지 첨보 선주 알다. 신 동안 심지 탐지 동안 다 되고
아,
있어.
또 어떤 니지데 가디나 고 니랑 그람도 돈을 그래서. 나 상식 좀 깨고 말해. 내가 니지 전보를 안 넣다. 다음에 되게 야하노 그래서.
다 닌지 첨보 다데 가르사데데 수주라서 그래.
강사 수요지라 니지 전보 남자와나 대신 달린 다 돈을 그래서.
No. And so whenever you have a great compassion generated in one's mind, then you are free from the extreme of peace.
Okay? Okay, the answer is yeah, correct. Who's a compassion is correct. Who's a bodhicitta?
Great compassion.
Great compassion. Who's a bodhicitta is close, but it's not right answer. In order to, yeah, okay. In order to bodhicitta, we need to be for compassion, right? Therefore, before compassion, they already get out the peace. Okay? Then?
Okay, the next question is, knower basis of the antidote class is mutually inclusive with what?
Consider Tawadi.
The Nyambuchogi Shishegi the Kareda Doncheres.
Okay? Yes? Who has? Yes?
Knower base is close to the resultant knower.
Karago?
No basis close to the?
Resultant knower.
The Kasa, the Development New Shishi.
You did it in book. Okay. Bob?
I wrote the same thing as the end.
Kare nyemboshijire. Kare chawat kare.
Tanaga Nyambuchogi Shishora, Nyambuchogi Shishi the Kareda Doncheres.
Okay.
I had two answers. One, knower basis close to the resultant mother, but it's also mutually inclusive with a knower basis in the continuum of a Mahayana superior.
Okay. What do you say? This is common. This way.
The Mola de Tanaga the Kasa, Teja Papa Yugi Shisheta, and Kasa Nyambuchogi Shishi Doncheres.
That's good. Yeah. Do you see? Here the book. What do you write?
The lower basis in the continuum of the Mahayana.
Correct. Mukala is correct.
What did you say? What?
The lower basis in the continuum of a Mahayana superior.
Okay, yeah, Chiboy. Yeah.
Okay, Julia.
Teja Papa Yugi Shishi.
Do you write? No yet.
I haven't been here for the last few classes, so I
Yeah, because you didn't come. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, that's good. The patient could was 대장 법이지 되지.
So it is in the text itself, right? On the section of the sixth topic, where it talks about the knower of basis of the antidote class. At the end, it says it and the knower of the basis in the continuum of the Mahayana superior are mutually inclusive.
Okay? That's that, right?
One more.
Oh, one more, okay.
What does it mean to be conjoined with special method?
Oh. This we know, everyone knows, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you, what you write? What tabji chabaji samarawa?
네.
Okay?
탑 켜버진 게 심바스네, 그래서 그랬어. 탑 켜버진 게 심바.
Okay, who has answered? When he have?
Oh, okay, I have to read it, I think.
Yeah?
Bodhisattvas unite wisdom and compassion, wisdom and skillful means. They work to understand the nature of things, conquer obstructions, and eventually be able to be of use to others, to bring them to maturation. It's a union of calm abiding and special insight.
그래서 몰라.
고마웠어.
He doesn't understand. You're too loud.
Okay.
So, no, you said so many things. What is the main thing you are trying to say?
The main thing, that it means that wisdom and skillful means are conjoined, so that bodhisattvas can work to understand the nature of things, conquer obstructions, and eventually be able to be of use to others, to bring them to maturation. It's a union of calm abiding and special insight.
어쨌든 탑 켜버졌어야지, 알아? 탑 켜버졌다, 셔럽 켜버졌다, 탑 켜버졌다 가르쳐 그래.
탑 제벌 천세대 간지 샹접기 다 돈이 또 비셔 주심비 아니 이제다 아니 샹접고 셈. 셔럽 제벌 천세대 아니 샹접고 셈 이제게 셈기 아니 돈이 또 비셔.
어디서 알아?
야.
그래서 신다 저렇게 짓는단 말이야.
아.
신다 저렇게 짓는다.
Bob, I don't know, you fail or you you pass. Okay, Bob.
Bodhicitta conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness.
되리다.
Conjoined with meaning like when one goes up, the other goes up, and when one goes down, the other goes down.
Okay. Are you same? Different?
Pretty much, I just said more words.
Okay. Okay, Jennifer.
I had supported by great compassion,
Okay.
No, this is we're talking about
special method.
the special method, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Julia. Michael.
원하서는 닌지 청복이 더 쳐봤어.
You have? 이제 전복이?
더 쳐봐. 탑 켜버진 게 셈봤을 때는 나 닌지 청복이 더 쳐봤어.
내 파일 더 거기 와. 이제 좀 독시 봐. 이제 독시 봐도 갈 거구나.
제도 탑 걸어놔다. 닌지 청복 더 쳐봐라. 닌지 청복 걸어 탑로.
탑 줘야 되는 거 된다.
네. So here we're talking about the special method, right? What is the method? The compassion is itself is a method, right? So when you say, a special method, that means like, like Bob said, method, great compassion or bodhicitta conjoined, with the wisdom realizing emptiness. So that would be the special method.
Okay. Are you pass?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I think Bob pass.
Yeah.
But under
Halfway test.
you pass, you sure? Okay. Yeah. Tapsi Chawaji, somebody. It's just before the Joa.
So it's in the sixth one. Sixth topic.
The definition of the sixth one.
It's conjoined with the two, the special method and wisdom. That. So when it says special method, it's a great compassion or bodhicitta conjoined with the wisdom realizing emptiness. And when it says a special wisdom, that's the wisdom realizing emptiness conjoined with great compassion and bodhicitta.
Okay? Do you understand?
I'm still trying to.
We don't see. Okay, now I have another question. What's your answer?
Well, I was going to say, because it says, what does it mean to be conjoined with special method?
Yeah.
It didn't reference emptiness. It just said, what does it mean to be conjoined with
Okay, what means conjoin?
So if, to be conjoined with special method would be that it's motivated by compassion. If compassion increases with that realization, they both go up together, they support each other.
Yes, like same as Bob, right?
Same as Bob, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good, yeah. Okay? Maybe Jennifer doesn't find. You didn't find yet?
No. I'm not so good.
Also okay. Yeah. Okay, now I have another question.
Wait,
Yeah.
I just, the question was, what does it mean to be conjoined with special method?
Yeah.
The description here says, so the definition or lower basis of the antidote class is an exalted wisdom in the continuum of Mahayana superior abiding in a type of Hinayana realization that's conjoined with the two, special method and wisdom.
Yeah, I just take one part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the special method isn't conjoined with the wisdom. Special method is the great compassion.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so the question was, what does it mean to be conjoined with special method?
Method.
So it didn't say anything about wisdom.
가서 담주주 연주랍다.
그래 다를 뭐라서는 다 가서 던데디 인지 신보 가서 탑다 시락 켜버친 게 심바스라. 탑다 켜버친 게 심바스에 가래 가르스 갔다 가서 탑에서 가래 심바스 인야데 신제도 포인트다 가서 가서 던다 가서 태명이 가서 도르스 내버더라.
안내 보시셔야 돼.
니 보시셔야 돼.
안내 보시셔야 돼. 탑지 잡아지 성열라 그러 와서.
말 가르다 가르다 가서다 가서 년토기 도르스 내버더라.
니도 도르스 내배 안내 보시셔야 돼. 아니 탑지 잡아지 선발이라 그러 와서.
그래.
제가 따뜻해 나가려 그러. 되게 탑 잡아지 나타나 가르스나.
So in the definition, it says the Mahayana superior abiding in the type of Hinayana realizer, right? Yeah. So Hinayana realizer, the Mahayana, the superior abiding in the type of Hinayana realizer, that is conjoined with the two special method, special method and wisdom. So these two, that realizer is conjoined, with the special method and was conjoined with the special wisdom also. So Geshe-la's question was, what does it mean to be conjoined with special method? He didn't say the both method and wisdom. He just gave one part.
제가 맨날 대신 법이지 아니 남에도 챈바지 봐. 남에도 챈바디. 대지시라고.
So like the wisdom realizing selflessness, within the continuum of the Mahayana superior is a Noah basis, right?
제가 대탑 챈바지 선바로 와서.
And that is conjoined, with the special method. Yes, so that realization, also, and the person has also the realization of great compassion and bodhicitta, right?
Even something like renunciation conjoined with special method.
Yeah, increase together. 제가 원하 당기질라는 대신 법의 제지에서 상적의 셈대 대지 집에나 대적 성그래서나.
And so is the Mahayana, the bodhicitta within the continuum of Mahayana superior, is that conjoined, with the grasping at true existence?
And bodhicitta in the continuum of Mahayana, is that conjoined
Mahayana
with
superior,
existence?
is that conjoined with grasping at true existence?
What?
Because Mahayana superior has a direct realization of emptiness.
Okay. That doesn't go to increase each other.
Well, when one goes up, the other goes down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they were one.
So it's not conjoined. If it's conjoined, then it has to help each other.
Help each other. Okay.
It has to help each other to go up.
Okay. Even the same person have both, but doesn't matter. One go up.
So the both exist, so there is the Mahayana superior who has the wisdom realizing, so the selfless person, and also has grasping at true existence.
Okay. Understand?
I don't know, because, so the question was, what does it mean to be conjoined with special method?
Yeah.
Alone.
Oh, before that, yeah. This is a different question.
But so how is Bob's answer then correct?
Which Bob? Yeah. Bob's correct. Bob say, if they have, Bob.
One goes up, the other goes up. That was the
Yeah.
right answer, not the emptiness part. The emptiness was an example.
Yeah.
That was included in the
Yeah, that's good. Okay? I think good. Now you got the answer, right?
Yeah.
Right answer. Okay, that's good. 당연히 homework. Okay, we do homework. 다 homework 할 때가 들어가고 있어. 다 homework 뒤에라서 말다.
아,
homework
나한테
뒤에.
망사지도 약간 좋아줘야 되는 거.
내 건강 고비로서 대신.
좋아줘야 되더니 냠니 시시해서 되네. 그래서 나 되게 털람 해야 되네.
가르치고 살아. 이나 다 좋았지 나기로와. 아니 오고니 좋아지던 세제를 지쇼스. 마 이지고니 시. 열지고니 시대 세제를 지시.
And so now, there's a division, 10 division of the application of Noah basis, right? So among them, the first 4, which in terms of the object. So the question is now, give an example, of the first 4 division in terms of the object.
Okay?
An example for each one?
For example, for each one, yes.
Okay? And then 최대 샤카월나 가려고 그래. 최대 샤카월나.
And so what does it mean, like difficult object of intent? What does difficult object of intent mean?
Okay? You got it? 아니 다 가져왔어, 다니. 아니 김에 빼셔네 대만 말로 지금 접수스라. 빼 뒤도 와 되나 그 지게야 대만 말로 빼시 따시 계셨어. 빼나 누구지 대만 메데 아니 텐데미지 빼나 무지지세 똑게게로 와 텐데 오시. 빼나 무지 빼나 김아 빼라잖아 대만 말로 시 수수 접수스.
So, there's 7 examples, of the lack of true existence. You understand that part, right? The 7 examples of the lack of true existence. So use any of one example and give a syllogism. So, for example, like say, the part doesn't exist truly because it is dependent arising. Like that. Example.
You understand?
Can you say one more time, please?
The example would be like the part doesn't exist truly because it is, dependent arising. Like that. That's one example. So like that's the syllogism. Syllogism have the subject and the predicate and the 최재지 the
따지.
다시 최재 다니 가서 and 누제시.
드비시고로.
And then the subject, the predicate, and the what is it? The result or the what do you call that?
The
The proof. The proof, yeah. So all these 3 you have to say. So and so is lack of choices because like that. You can use the image, like the mirage, or you can use the picture, the example of the illusion, the created by a magician. Or you can use, the example of the is a hair fall. Yeah. An example of a person with a jaundice.
So make a syllogism using one of the 7 similes.
Yeah, one of the example, yes.
Sound is
One of the 7 examples. Any example.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is homework, okay? Okay, thank you. That's it, we finish. Let's go to 다음 주.
Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody.
조심하세요. Okay.
Okay. All right, see you.
Okay, good
Okay,
night.
bye-bye.
See you. Thank you. You can do short dedication.
Short version,
Yeah.
page 39.